So today I'm going to talk to you about trauma versus drama. So, in my life growing up, I could have some drama because I was having an experience in my world that seemed traumatic to me. Well, what it was. There's no way to get around it. And I had something that they called dysthymia. So while everybody was up here, I was like little Eeyore down here. Oh, my tail fell off. Oh, I don't have a tail. Jeez, what happened to my tail? But I don't have one. I guess it's okay. I don't need a tail. And I think, in a way, that was the start of many, many things in my world that made it a little bit harder. Trauma, for a lot of people, if they have dysthymia, is so you just can't seem to get past things, right? And when I was younger, I would just be this person who just spill out everything onto the table. We're talking about my 20s, early 30s. I would just, oh, hello. Anyway, this is my world. Blah. But that's where I lived. That's where my mind was. I couldn't get past it. I was toxic. I just needed people to know my pain, my hurt, my life. And I didn't realize that a lot of my stuff was stemming from my dysthymia. I was so angry that I didn't get to feel as happy as I thought other people were. I was really angry that I just wasn't really feeling joy. And I lived in that space. And sometimes I need just changed my life up a little bit. I mean, I've traveled, I've done stuff, and that kind of helped, kind of quickly changed the page. So I didn't have time to get sunken into where I was, right? Then I got a very, very good friend. And we were a little bit both like this, right, with the drama, the trauma. We had traumas, then we ended up with drama. And then one day we kind of both looked at each other, had this big aha moment. I don't know if we were watching Oprah Winfrey, or what we were doing. Maybe, But we both looked at each other and we were just like, hey, drama doesn't look good on you. Bitterness, you don't wear it well. And I'm like, me bitter? She's like, me bitter? And we just started laughing, and we realized that we could be different friends for each other. We didn't have to always live in that loop of any, someone stole my Muppet or whatever. We could be into something else. And that's what we became, and now we're very best friends. So now when trauma happens, we can be there for each other without that drama piece, right? We can be there just for the very thing that's happening. And that was a hard move, because I will tell you, in my world, it's what it looks like. I listen to news, it's all negative. That little dysthymia piece goes a little bit lower. But why aren't you all involved in this? Because I just go a little bit lower. I can be in the positive side of things, but if it's too negative, I move it a little bit lower. And then I'll have people I know, and then I'll just get a little bit lower. And next thing you know, I'm into actual full-on blown depression. And I'm in my bed for a week. And I'm hiding out. So I monitor things really well for myself usually. If you're having drama, I will say this is drama. I've had to be really point blank about it. And it saddens me because I want to hear what people have to say and slowly work our way through it. But sometimes I just have to say, this is all drama. And for right now, I'm not going to do drama. You can tell me about the tragedy, and then we got to move on. Got to move on, because I can't live in this space. And it's not because I don't care. I do care. I care for me too. That was so hard to say. I don't know, was it hard for you? Is it hard for you? You know, I've worked with a lot of youth, and they've had trauma, and they have lots of drama. Because you do. Because I did. I don't, it's just the way it is, you know. They brought so much to my world with their awesomeness. Is that what I would say? And we always move past a lot of the terrific, horrific things. And then they moved past their dramas and they moved into their worlds. And for some of them, their worlds aren't perfect, but they do their world. Some of them, one of them, I know, was like dysthymia. I know it. Because we could be little dark horses. But they always brought more into my world than any of them ever took out of my world. And I guess that's the thing, isn't it? When the young live in their trauma, it's sad, but they will get past it when it's their time and they have counseling and all that. When they live in drama, I think it behooves us, it behooves me to say, this part is drama and I'm going to tell you why. You're building a fire, and let me tell you how. You keep building and building and building. And as much as I want to sit here for 5 hours and listen, I got to tell you, we have places to go, people to see. So we're going to set that aside. That goes to counselor. And we're going to go do the work of what we do. I'm going to probably take out that part. Dysthymia is something that's real and affects me every day, but it is not me. I can now find happiness. Not maybe it's easy as it is for other people, but it's there. And I can find joy. Maybe it's not the joy other people have, but it's my joy, and I'm going to hang on to it. And if for some reason I start backing away from things, I got to tell you, it's something I have to do on occasion. I have to back away from everyone, everything, and just regroup. Because I have to make sure that I release any toxicity that's come into my world. Because if I don't, I can get very lost. And that would be no fun for anybody, especially me. Anyway, love ya. I'll talk to you later.